Amazing, beautiful people. How are you doing? Welcome back to another Gigguk reaction video. Honestly, I've literally just been listening to you guys right now. That's what all the reactions on this channel are. I'm reading the comment section. I'm seeing whichever comments get the most likes, and that's what I'm reacting to. And on my last video, this one got the most likes. I'm surprised you guys wanted this one so soon, but every single one of you was saying, please just check out part 2 to when anime leaves you speechless. You guys really enjoyed the first reaction to part 1, so of course we're going to jump straight into part 2 as well. This was one of my favorite videos to react to from Gigguk. It was absolutely fantastic, so please keep the recommendations coming. What do you guys want to see me react to next? Put them in that comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget, this weekend, Sunday, 8:30 p.m. BST, that's UK Standard Time, we are going to be live on Twitch doing a giant anime tournament, meaning you guys get to decide on whatever anime series you would like me to watch next. You can pick any anime in the world. All you need to do is come along to Twitch at 8:30 p.m. this Sunday, link in the description, and vote. What anime series would you guys like me to watch next? It's up to you. I'll see you guys this Sunday on Twitch. Link in the description. Make sure you subscribe before you leave a comment so you get a nice little boost next to your comment, a little sticker, and it brings your comment above the other people who aren't subscribed, all right? That's actually true, by the way. So press subscribe, then leave your comment. Without more talking to me, go support Gigguk. Link to his channels in the description, and let's jump into When Anime Leaves You Speechless, part 2. If bro has fate on this list
and I swear you'll see the same 20 iconic scenes on every list. Goku goes Super Saiyan, Gear 5, Erwin's speech. These are all iconic moments that became iconic for a reason.
Erwin's speech.
There are moments in anime that have stuck
Brotherhood
with me that might not exactly tick all the boxes for what people count as iconic. Scenes that I rarely see talked about, yet for one reason or another, I cannot forget. And about 2 years ago, I made a video talking about a collection of such scenes, but that was a longer video and I had so much more I wanted to still talk about, so here I am with another one. Are these necessarily the most iconic, the most famous, or maybe even the most talked about scenes from their respective shows? No. Is this video just my excuse to talk about a bunch of anime I love but don't have enough to say to make a full video? Maybe, but just let me have this one, okay? Look, here's Songjin Woo. He has Aura. Ooh, Arise. There, I talked about.
Okay, I was about to click off the video. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, nah, man, I'm done. I'm not watching this. But then, did you see Jin Woo? Did you see him? Let's rewind. We should see him again, right? Just to be safe. All right, let's rewind. Just in case you guys missed him. You might have been doing something. We'll look at it again.
Don't have enough to say to make a full video? Maybe, but just let me have this one, okay? Look, here's Songjin Woo. He has Aura. Ooh, Arise. There, I talked about solo leveling. Again, I'm obviously
Goddamn, Jinwoo does something to us, man. I'm tempted to rewind again, I'm being honest.
Gonna be spoiling the scenes I talk about, so I'll be sure to mention the exact show and episode before I talk about them. But you can also be a degenerate like me and decide to watch some shows based on some out-of-context scene you discover on YouTube Shorts. But this is gonna be way better than that, I swear. You're not even gonna need the secret grind set song in the background to watch them. So before we get to the first scene, I wanted to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor.
Yeah, that was like, did you guys see that? There was some more Jinwoo there. Should we rewind again? I think I caught a glimpse of him just for a second there. Did you guys see that? You guys see that? No? No? You did? You don't want me to rewind? Okay. Well, you could rewind. I'll look at it at my own time.
Anime flashbacks. Love them or hate them, you're going to see them. A lot of them. They come in all shapes and every genre of anime you can think of, and it is hard to
I feel like it's not a coincidence that currently he's playing the Naruto theme in the background and showed a Naruto meme when he talked about anime flashbacks. Because goddamn, Naruto loves those. Which to be honest, eventually you just kind of do get used to them. But man, at first, it's tough.
Just pick one to talk about. So I'm just going to pick one that left a lasting impression on me while capturing everything the series is about. The ice skating scene from Death Parade, episode 11. An elevator opens. Sorry. No! A lift opens and you emerge into a bar with another person. You have no memory of how you got there, what you were doing before, or where you are.
So this is clearly going to have light spoilers for Death Parade, which is an anime I do actually want to watch, except I'm pretty sure he got the title wrong. It's not actually called Death Parade. I don't know why people keep calling this. It's called Zombie Casino. Very strange. Anyway, so we'll refer to its correct name, Zombie Casino, from now on. This is actually a series I do want to watch. It doesn't look like it's going to win the tournament anytime soon, but a lot of people told me it's incredible, and it was also featured on our dark anime list as well that we did recently, so
Are now. A well-dressed gentleman greets you and tells you,
I've heard it's good.
So, 2 dead people walk into a bar. Okay, and what's the joke? You are then told you have to play a series of games with your life on the
Ah,
line.
the Squid Game
And as you
thing.
do, visions, memories slowly emerge,
I still haven't
stopping
seen
you in your
season 2 of
tracks
Squid
as you
Game.
begin to realize that you...
I should probably write that down, man. I should watch season 2 of Squid Game. I still have not checked it out, and you know what? I kind of want to. Squid Game. There we go. Done. I've written it down. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, and I've heard it's pretty good, so I definitely feel like that's something I need to watch.
are dead. Everything you know is gone, and all these fun games you're playing will determine whether your soul is going to heaven or hell. And then it hits you. What is this? Some kind of death parade? Everybody, put your hands up! Death Parade was a series that'll give you more existential dread than 5 minutes in the shitter with an out-of-battery phone. A show that truly put the die in Daijobu, where a bunch of smarmy bartenders get to decide whether your soul is worth going through eternal damnation because you can't hit a single triple 20 in darts. And this
Wait, they
is
get
the game
injured?
you'll be playing today. I'm already in hell, aren't I? Yep. But there's one person who seems like an anomaly for the entire series, who, unlike the rest of the staff, seems oddly human. She questions the whole process.
Weird noise. Weird noise in my room right now. That's why I was making that face. This feels like it could get into spoilers, actually. I'm kind of worried here. I'm kind of worried. Do I skip past this? Do we watch it? How many episodes of Death Parade are there? Let me have a look. This is episode 11. How many episodes of Death Parade are there? Alright, let me have a look. 12. There's only 12. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna skip past this. It's really annoying, but I'm gonna have to. I don't like the fact that he's like, there's this one character who for the entire series, suspicious. That basically makes me feel like he's about to just give away some huge fucking twist. Like, I don't want to know. Like, I would have been fine watching a cool moment from the series, you know, like episode, here's a light spoiler from this episode, but like, there's only 12 episodes, and he's talking about episode 11, and he literally says, there's just one mysterious character throughout the entire series, and then it turns out, you're just gonna, the whole anime is about to be ruined, isn't it? If I finish watching this, it's all about to be ruined. You'll have to, right, well, at least this is good promotion for GIGGUKs video. If you want to go check out the bit I just skipped by, there's a link to GIGGUKs video in the description. You can go check it out. I'm not going to react to it. I really wanted to. It's probably, like, I guarantee it's going to be one of the most interested on this entire list. But for fuck's sake, I can't have, like, the main bit spoiled. I do really want to know, what's the deal with this character now, though? But god damn it. I can't have the main plot of an anime spoiled. I can't. Little
This
plots I
one's
don't
gonna
mind.
split the age demographic of this video. Our childhood years are some of the most formative years of our lives, and there have been moments in anime that have formed a collective core memory
Nice.
for the generation of
Nice.
kids watching them. The pure shock as Pikachu cried while Ash turned into stone. The excitement seeing Yugi using Exodia against Kaiba. But the one scene that brings that wave of nostalgia while still fully holding up no matter how much older I get
Is this
is
Digimon?
Omnimon's transformation from Digimon the movie. How do I even set the stage for this? The year
You know what? I'm gonna set the stage. When I was younger, I like knew nothing about anime, but Pokemon was on TV and I watched a couple episodes of that. But Digimon was more the kid show that I would watch. And I literally saw this movie in the cinema. I saw this movie. It was one of the first ever movies I saw in the cinema. I saw the Digimon movie and the Pokemon movie in the cinema the year they came out. And I don't remember any of it because I was very young. But it's really cool that I've actually seen this.
year is 2000.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
It's the turn of the millennium. People are freaking out over Y2K,
Great
and
song,
about
man.
40% of you watching this right now have not even been born yet. Jesus Christ. The mainline TV series is over, the world has been saved, and our protagonist's journey have come to an
Digital
end.
Monsters.
But then, out of nowhere, comes a sequel movie directed by Mamoru Hosoda, who would go on to become one of the most critically acclaimed directors anime has ever seen. Yeah, can you say that, Pokemon kids? I don't know why I'm still trying to fight this fight. We had no hope in hell.
Get over it. Okay.
This movie was far too good for
Wait, you're telling me Gigguk is a Digimon over Pokemon kind of guy? Man, as if I couldn't love him anymore.
any kid to truly appreciate. And looking back,
I literally have 2 Digimon teddies in my house right now. I have the cat creature, and I have the dinosaur dude. I've literally got them somewhere in the house.
this movie was far too good for any kid to truly appreciate. And looking back,
That's
I swear
amazing.
it's the most millennial coded shit anime has ever seen.
I've got to watch it again, I feel like. I don't remember any of
This
it.
is a real scene in the movie. I am not joking.
What, even that song?
So here, when a brand new super evil villain appears, most of the OG team is busy, save for these four, and also Sora. But she didn't want to contribute, because being useful would be out of character for her.
Yeah, true.
Enter Dioboromon, a Digimon computer virus hybrid. Since McAfeemon and Nortonmon weren't installed and people didn't know any better than to open files in an email from a Nigerian prince, Dioboromon starts fucking everyone up. And I mean everyone. Nothing with an internet connection is safe. The phones are dead. He's launched some nukes and nobody can seemingly stop him. He
Is this 9 Inch Nails playing in the background? What the hell?
Destroys the two heroes' most powerful
Sounds
Digimon,
like
leaving
it.
them closer to death than you'd ever seen as a kid. And to add insult to injury, he's made over 1 million copies of himself when our heroes could barely manage to make it out alive when there was just one of him. My brain could not comprehend how they were going to get out of this situation. There was no hope. There were no more options. And that's when this happens. Wait, they're combining? They're fucking combining!
Part War Greymon. Part Metal Garurumon. They digivolve together to become
Omnimon!
Look,
They
I'm pretty sure there is
digivolved!
something coded into every
They
young boy's DNA
digivolved!
to find the concept of two or more things combining
Oh,
to make even
shit.
bigger, more powerful thing the most exciting thing ever. So imagine.
Let's be honest, it is super cool when shit combines to become even more cool, isn't it? You know, like Transformers and Power Rangers and like two sides of a sandwich to make a club sandwich is pretty awesome.
How it was as a kid to see the two most iconic Digimon coming together to make an even cooler one, whilst an epic orchestral version
man, I
of the
wanna
theme
watch
song
this
plays in the
again.
background. Then, right after, he parries 1 million attacks while Scar music starts playing as Omnimon starts deleting all the enemies on screen while shouting the
Yeah,
sickest
fuck
attack
bros.
names ever.
Transcendent Sword! Supreme Cannon!
I remember back then, a girl, an actual girl, gave me a completely unprompted, genuine compliment. And this shit was still my highlight of that year. This, right here, seeing the explosions fill up the screen.
He got an actual compliment from a girl? Shit, what the hell is that even like? Damn, man, we need a whole video on that, alright? Speaking on behalf of most bros everywhere, none of us know what that's like. That's crazy. And I've been married for a long time. But getting compliments from your wife doesn't count. That's like getting a compliment from your mother. It doesn't count. I'm sorry, guys. I know those are the two that you were counting, but they don't count.
Omnimon cemented himself as being the coolest thing I'd ever seen. Finishing things off with the hypest attack battle cry in this entire movie, which somehow isn't Transcendent Sword or Supreme Cannon. It's fucking Izzy shouting,
You Got Mail!
Connection terminated.
if the cultural significance
you,
of that
bro!
is lost on you, it's like watching fucking Gojo gearing up for the killing blow, but then coldly saying some shit like, Skibidi toilet, and somehow making that moment hit. Digimon the movie was an
Skibidi
absolute
toilet.
fucking enigma for a kid's movie. It was so bloody good that Mamoru Hosoda would need to remake it again. Twice.
Ha! I don't get that. Oh, man.
When we think anime action scenes, 90% of the time we think fights. Hand-to-hand combat,
The hell's
sword
that one?
fighting,
I don't
ridiculous anime superpowers where they
That
give a
G.O.T.
fighter some, I don't know, corrosive breast milk they fire using hair shaped like hands to squeeze down on their chest. That's a real power. And yet the average Baki fan would call that normal. In terms of anime fights, there are too many
that really caught me off guard. I'm gonna be honest. Shit, man. I really that kind of tripped me up a little bit. I was like just casually walking, and now I'm face down on the floor. Wait, what do you say about the breast meat? The all right.
Many examples to count of moments that have taken my breath away, but what we don't see too often in anime is getting down and dirty with some more gritty action. I'm talking John Wick, Die Hard, old school 80s action movies, and in that vein, no singular moment of action has sold me faster on a show than the Apache helicopter standoff from Black Lagoon Episode 2. Black Lagoon is an anime I don't hear too many people talk about nowadays, and I realize that's because it is now as old to modern day anime coming out today as the original Dragon Ball is to when Black Lagoon first started airing.
Damn, that's crazy. I have actually heard that Black Lagoon is very good. It gets like a lot of good reviews, and when people talk about it, they always tell me that it's something I should also check out. So maybe in the future, we will check out Black Lagoon. Maybe. I don't know. Would you guys like me to watch it? I've heard it's very good.
Because it is now as old to modern day anime coming out today as the original Dragon Ball
those guys on the same boat that she was standing on. How is she not dead as well?
This was the no bullshit action show following the lives of modern day pirates living in a place where the average resident wakes up to a city in tatters, having to spend every single day fighting for their lives because PvP is permanently turned on.
Ah, fucking fuck.
I think I know a bloke who lived there once.
Birmingham!
If you like John Wick, well, imagine a world where there are dozens of them, except they are all crazy hot anime girls with enough screws loose to assemble a fucking IKEA dining table. And was absolute crack to my teenage brain. I'm pretty sure this show single-handedly ruins my taste in women before my
Did he just say that Black Lagoon is the equivalent of a bunch of super hot John Wick style girls who are all completely insane? What was the name of this anime again? Black Lagoon. It's Black Lagoon, right? I'm writing down something completely different. Something I am literally. Oh yeah. And all right, there you go. Yeah. No. All right.
Prefrontal cortex had fully developed, and I have never recovered since. It's in your face, politically incorrect, pushing your sense of disbelief to its limits with enough explosions to finish off a Michael Bay gooning sesh. If The Rule of Cool was a series, this was it, and it only took 2 episodes for one scene to let you know exactly what kind of ride you were about to get on.
What kind of ride, man?
It's episode 2. Our crew is on the run from a bloody attack helicopter, and they are pinned down inside of a mangrove. It's a dead end. They've got nowhere else to run. Armed with a simple ship with no anti-air capabilities, and the prospect of having to go face to face with a helicopter with enough firepower to become part of NATO, things are looking dicey. That is, until the newest crew member comes up with a suggestion proving that somehow, in a city with mercenaries, gangster leaders, shotgun nuns, and a bloody man from Florida, no one is more insane.
Wait, a guy from Florida? It's kind of like Just Cause then, huh? Alright, I see. Did he say shotgun nuns?
And a repressed Japanese salaryman with nothing to lose.
This boat's armaments and speed, that sunken ship we passed, I'm pretty sure we have everything we need. I say we go face to face with these guys.
Are you retarded?
The boat sets off, and you start thinking, no.
It was the 2000s.
They wouldn't, right? At this point, your posture changes from this to this.
You're about to get fucked, baby!
The anticipation continues to build. The adrenaline starts pumping as the boat gets closer and closer. You hear,
300 feet to go.
no way this is happening, nah, no way.
150.
Holy shit, they're doing it. They're actually fucking doing it.
100.
Is this really happening? And then... And that is how to sell me on a show.
What's the name of this anime again? What was the name of this anime again? Black Lagoon. All right, Black Lagoon. Okay. Did they just torpedo a... Did they just torpedo a helicopter? Are you telling me that Die Hard is a Black Lagoon reference? Die Hard 4? Where he drove the car into the helicopter? You telling me Black Lagoon did something similar first, but they did it with a boat and a torpedo? Bruce Willis, you absolute fraud, man. You absolute fraud.
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
How do you introduce a villain? Well, anime has taught us that you have many options. Aura, dropping them in the moment you least expect it. Aura, having them solo an entire army of people by themselves. Aura, give them the most badass theme song you can think of. Aura. Oh, and how can I forget? Aura. But the one introduction I
feel like he's trying to tell us something. Aura Borealis.
I will never forget is Shogo Makishima's from Psycho Pass episode 11. Alright, so technically this isn't the first time we see him, but this is the first time we get to see what he's all about, and this scene alone catapults him into the Hall of Fame of greatest anime villains by completely breaking the world of Psycho Pass. This series is all about the Sybil system, a supercomputer that is able to analyze people's psychological aptitude that determines every major decision a person can do, where they go to school, what jobs they can get, and that includes how likely someone is to commit a crime in the form of their crime coefficient, which the police can conveniently measure using their specialized guns. A low score in—
I've reacted to a couple of things from Psycho Pass, and everything I've seen from this series looks really cool, and a lot of people have told me to watch it, so this is definitely another one that is on my current radar that I would like to check out.
Case a healthy, law-abiding individual where the gun will be locked, unable to shoot, while a high crime coefficient is what the average person feels when they forget they have a water bottle while walking past TSA, and depending—
That's well cool. You're telling me, so if they point this gun at someone who is chilled, wait, how does it work? So does the gun, like, does the gun measure basically whether or not a person will commit a crime, or whether they have committed a crime, or anything like that? Is it like their likelihood on committing a crime? And how big does that crime need to be, you know? Like, I don't know, like, I don't really want to give examples, but how does it work? Is it like likelihood to commit any crime? In which case, I imagine most of us are very high up and getting taken out, you know? Likelihood to steal a lollipop from a shop, but bang! I'll be honest, I may have done some naughty stuff when I was younger, you know? I may have taken a lollipop without asking for permission. It may have happened. I'm just saying, alright? Does that get me killed? I'm a pretty nice guy now, you know? Would they kill me? I stole a lollipop when he was 8, bang. How does it work? Or is it like level of crime? Like, oh, this guy's likely to go on a murderous rampage. That's a guy you shoot. How does it work?
Depending on how high it is, this can unlock the gun from stun to lethal force.
Depending on how high it is. All right, there we go. So if it was like lollipop, I'm going to get stunned. If it was like lollipop that I'm going to use to John Wick someone's face, I'm going to get shot.
The important thing to note is that things can happen that can spontaneously increase someone's crime coefficient, like going through a traumatic event or hitting the go live button on Kick. Enter Shogo Makishima, an infamous criminal that seems to be the binding link across every case we've seen in the series thus far, and most recently he sent the police on a wild goose chase by kidnapping the best friend of our main protagonist, Akane.
Hold on, let me check something here. Am I gonna, is this another thing I'm gonna have to skip? How many episodes of Psycho Pass are there? How many episodes of Psycho Pass are there? 41. All right, so no, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go with this one. I reckon this is gonna spoil something lightly for me, but this is episode like what, 7 or something, and there's 41 episodes, so there's still so much more of anime after this, so I don't mind. Whatever's gonna spoil, it's fine.
That is until Akane catches up to him, leading to this standoff. Okay. Pause. As soon as the scene started, you knew something was about to go down. You got the stakes. A psycho mass murderer carrying a shotgun with the best friend of a righteous cop who had put her trust into the system she represents, who is also armed. Both within line of sight without being able to reach each other. This setup didn't have a Chekhov's gun. It was a full-on bloody firing squad. Because up till now, nothing had truly happened to rattle Akane, but this time felt different. You're not
I like how it's like nothing rattled her. And the shot it showed, well, Gigguk chose to show, was her staring at a Jinwoo-esque style body.
sure what,
that would rattle most
something
people.
is going to go wrong. And as you watch the scene unfold, it induces so much squeaky bum tension, my farts would have sounded like Mariah Carey hitting her highest kettle notes. The first alarm bells start ringing when Akane points the Dominator at him and horrifyingly finds out that Makishima is normal. Even while actively committing a crime, while torturing her friend, his mind is so inconceivably twisted that he sees himself as doing nothing wrong. And Sybil agrees. She physically cannot take the shot. This is when Makishima offers her an out. He throws her the old-fashioned shotgun and steps out into the open, taunting her to take a shot, ignore the system, and make the choice to kill. Murder someone herself, and at this point I'm thinking, okay, so he's like gonna bait her into shooting. She accidentally kills her friend, leaving her with a guilty conscience, messing up her psychopath, and then
blanks.
And that's the moment you get the sinking realization that what he wants to do is so much worse. What makes this scene truly terrifying is how it's able to portray the feeling of being completely helpless.
God, this anime looks
utterly desperate as Akane is to stop him. She's been conditioned to trust in a system that refuses to listen to her in her biggest time of need. And
So I'm kind of like Gigguk, and I imagine a lot of you as well, which is why I don't mind the odd spoiler here or there when I'm watching a series. I will always be honest. When I've seen like a spoiler, I will always let you guys know so people know they're getting a genuine reaction. So a lot of the series I've seen, I haven't had any spoilers for, and I always say that. But if I have seen something, I'll always be transparent because I never want to lie on my channel. So Gigguk said himself that a lot of things that gets him into anime series are clips that he sees. Psycho-Pass is one that gets recommended every now and then for me, but I don't know enough about to like be excited for it, right? That's changed just now. This scene is fucking awesome. This scene alone has made me want to watch this anime. This is brilliant. This is so good. This scene is fucking awesome. This cooks. This surprised me in its 10 seconds.
She can do nothing but witness the horror
This is
unfold in
amazing.
front of her eyes. Here is a character that can make you feel completely powerless, not because he has a high power level or he just beat up one of the strongest characters in the show, but by his sheer existence in this world.
God
Akane
damn.
continues to frantically point her gun at him, yet his crime coefficient keeps ticking down, lower and lower, almost as if it's a countdown to the inevitable. She pleads with him. Her friend begs for her life, but
Right, now this is the part I am going to skip past just to be safe. Just so when I watch this, because I know I'm going to, I don't know what happens to the friend. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. We're skipping past it. And now, I don't know what happens. I got no clue. Alright? Alright, we're going to move on. If you want to find out, link in the description. Oh my god, it looks cool. That looks cool.
one thing that truly matters.
That looks really cool.
Vibes. There are moments in anime
nice.
that leave an imprint on me because simply the vibe was immaculate.
Nice,
a culmination of the aesthetic, the music, the mood, the atmosphere, all
I agree.
coming together
I
to
agree.
form an experience that sticks with you.
I
even if you
100% agree.
don't fully understand
Nah, man,
why.
I'm there.
And
I agree.
no scene encapsulates this more perfectly than the motorbike scene from Terror in Resonance Episode 4. Shinichiro Watanabe is no stranger to vibes. Kids on the Slope has my favorite music performers of all time. Cowboy Bebop was iconic in just about every single
pretty
aspect.
big names.
Samurai Champloo helped popularize an entire genre of music that is still a part of pop culture today. If there was a CEO of vibes, this man would be it. And yet I
I'm gonna be honest, from his picture alone, bro looks like Vibes.
still think the unique atmosphere he crafted in Terror in Resonance remains unmatched.
Terror
This
in
series, in my
Resonance.
opinion,
What is this
has the
series?
best soundtrack in anime, bar none. Every track is a chilling
That is a statement and a half, man. I couldn't even pick my favorite now. If you ask me to pick my favorite soundtrack in anime, I don't have an answer. There's so many that have incredible soundtracks. Attack on Titan's got an amazing soundtrack. Noragami's got an amazing soundtrack. Mob Psycho's got an amazing soundtrack. These are literally just ones off the top of my head, and I know I'm forgetting something. Freaking Naruto has an incredible soundtrack. Like, there are so many amazing freaking soundtracks in anime, right? And like I said, just off the top of my head. Picking a favorite? Is that good?
experience that pierces the soul.
Is that
Icelandic
good?
songs that can soothe the flames of hell, and he puts it with an anime about blowing up buildings and setting the world on fire. Never before has destruction been so serene, chaos so calming. It is goddamn beautiful. Was the writing perfect? No. Was it the cleanest execution in the world? No. But there are scenes in this anime that invoke feelings I have yet to experience again to this day, and maybe never will. The final climax, the Ferris wheel scene, and of course, this one. At this point, the main plotline of the episode has just been resolved. Our protagonists have sent the police into a frenzy by dropping a virtual bombshell on the world. No buildings are
Kind of gives me like a Sherlock Fight Club kind of vibe, just from what I'm seeing.
getting blown up today. The commotion is over. Everyone is given a brief moment to breathe.
We're
And then
okay.
you
We're
hear
okay. Everyone
this.
is okay.
Someone tell me how I got here.
The song starts as the motorbike glides through the dazzling city lights. The girl, still fearful, gripping for her life, decides to open her eyes, and what she is greeted with is pure sensory poetry.
Spirits flying at the speed of light.
This right here, guys, is it. And I
Is this the song? Is this the song that plays? This song sounds amazing. I want to listen to this song. This song sounds so good.
don't even know what it is. The fear, freedom, and beauty of life all captured within a single
Look at
moment.
the way the wind
when she
mirror
tilts
is
her head and
vibrating
shuts her
there.
eyes, what I would give to be at the place she is at for just a second. I think what makes this brief scene one of my favorite in anime is because it so perfectly encapsulates that moment. That moment you get sometimes in your life that feels so perfect, you wish you could capture it and make it last an eternity. When, for the first time in forever, everything feels like it's come together, the bullshit noise gets drowned out, every problem you think you have gets washed away, and for that brief period, everything seems to make sense. You have no fears, no worries. You are just in the best place you can possibly be at right now, and you know it. And right then and there, you think to yourself, fuck it. You know what? Everything's gonna be alright.
Shout out Gigguk for making these incredible fucking videos, man. This guy is on another level. Link to his channel is in the description. If you aren't subscribed to him and you're watching these reactions, shame on you, man. That one clip hit me more than any on this list. Because I get it. I get it. I get it. Like, literally nearly brought tears to my eyes. I get it. I get it. And I think we all do, right? We all get it. I've had like a moment like that in my own life, and I'm sure a lot of you have. To this day, I still remember a couple of instances, and I have one day in my life that stands out so much, and it's not for good reasons. Mostly, it's for negative reasons. And I don't think I've shared this story, but I'll share it with you guys now. You can, if you don't care about it, just skip past it. But when I was like younger. So before I met my wife, I had another relationship with an absolute psychopath. And and you may think I'm being harsh, but no. She was a very not nice person. That was my only other ever serious relationship. And one day, I was going to London from my town. I was going into London with my friends. And for some reason, she ended up coming along. And it completely ruined the whole experience. It was just awful. Awful experience. She was flirting with one of my friends, and I just had the worst time. It really sucked. And I remember when we were all coming home, it was like 11 at night. We were walking through London, went through one of the main parks, and I remember sort of drifting off at the back away from my friends as they sort of like walked ahead and away from her as well. And I remember in this moment, I was so upset and I was so angry and I was having the worst day. And in this moment, I felt like someone unplugged all of those emotions from me. And I like drifted back, and we were just walking back, and it was raining a tiny little bit, not enough to get you wet, just enough to feel like little drops. And it was like 11 at night. There was no one else in this park. We had like, there was street lights in the park, and I was walking away from my friends, like behind them, but drifting further back. And I was just on my own. And I remember in that moment, I just felt like, fine. It was like someone just gave like my brain like a mental wipe and was like, it's all right. And I remember I was looking around the park and I was looking at everything and I was just like, this feels like a poster. And it just felt really weird. And then I was fine. I was fine. I just went, I caught up with my friends. I was just chilled. I was fine. And I went home and said goodbye. And then after I went home and said goodbye, I walked home at like midnight all the way to my house. Everyone was asleep in my house. Went upstairs. This is all true. Went in my bathroom. Ran myself a bath, opened up the window as wide as it could go. The whole bathroom was freezing cold. I climbed into the bath. It was pitch black. I didn't turn the light on, and all I could feel was the chilled ice air, the warmth of the bath, and like the noise outside. And I just put on like a song on my phone. And I remember like the song that came on my phone was like a really mellow, like 10-minute long song. And I just laid there in the bath, just in that moment. And to this day, it's one of my most like blissful, weird experiences, and I wasn't even happy. I just felt like nothing. But for some reason that day I look back at so much, and like, yeah, I don't know if anyone's got a story like that, a moment in your life where like you felt like that, like it's like someone unplugs your mind for a second. Share your stories. I'd love to read them in the comment section. Share your stories. But yeah, that scene, like, I loved that. I don't know how to describe it. And even Gigguk said doesn't know how to describe it. There's something about moments like that, you know? There's something truly special about them. All of these looked amazing. Psychopaths looks amazing. Like freaking Terror in Resonance is something I've heard spoken about a few times. Black Lagoon, Digimon I've seen but don't remember, and even Death Parade. Like everything looked fantastic. All of these series look fantastic, and the more and more I watch of Gigguk, the more I just realize what a blessing this man is to the anime community. He absolutely is. His videos are fantastic. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please like the video and subscribe for more. Let me know what your favorite anime is on this list and what anime left you speechless. I look forward to reading the comments in this video. Let me know what you want me to react to next. Whatever's the most liked comment will be my next reaction. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.